Hey everyone, it's Sandy and I want to share with you a art journal page that I completed at Lisa's house. I used those 4 colors of Lindy Stamp Gang. I don't know what the colors are. I don't have them with me. They're Lisa's. But I started off with putting a washi tape border around my page so I could have a clean area when I pulled it up. And then I used a spray bottle and just put water all over the page just to kind of get it wet. And I was trying to spray these bottles, but I think they were kind of old and I don't think she's used them in a while, so they were clogged. So I was just trying to see if I could get any of them to spray, and that one did. And then I think I finally give up and I start just pouring them on the page. So there we go. So then I just start sprinkling the colors and then I just start pouring them on, and I think I'm gonna just start rubbing them around with my finger. Yeah, so kind of like to give it, I guess, like a watercolor effect is why you start out with spraying it with water. And I just left a lot of this in so you can see the page come together. And then as I'm pouring, a lot of it, not a lot, but you know, it will go to the spine of the book right there in the very middle. And so I do use a wipey to wipe that up, because normally I don't care, but sometimes when it goes towards the middle, it soaks through and it comes through on a lot of the other pages. So that's why I try and wipe up that area a few times, just so it won't get so wet and starts bleeding through to a whole bunch of pages. And I really like this gold one right here, so I go ahead and put a lot of that on there. I'm spreading it around with my finger and just trying to cover the whole page. So okay, now my page is kind of coming together, and I pour way too much of that purple around it, but I don't mind it. I'm just going to go ahead and start wiping some of it up away from the spine of it, and then pouring a little bit more colors. And I'm going to get the dryer and start drying it, because I wanted the colors to kind of I don't know, I like the way it blows around the colors. And so I go ahead and close my book. I'm like, what if I close it? What is it going to do? And I liked it, so I closed it again and transferred some of the colors to the other page. And yeah, so I'm just drying now. Okay, I walked away from my page and I let it dry for about an hour or so. And now I am getting some paper and I'm going to rip it up and start to make some clusters. I know I want a cluster on each page because I'm going to use a face stamp that I purchased from Wendy, who is W2 Scrapbooking. Well, it's W squared scrapbooking, but you can type it in W2 scrapbooking. And she has a store out of Canada, and I had ordered some stuff to get sent to Lisa's before I got there. And one of them was one of the new Diane released face stamps, which I really, really like. So I'm just tearing up this dictionary paper. I got one 6x6 sheet that I'm tearing it up. A lot of the stuff I'm using came from that ephemera kit that was put together. That I did that layout with Lisa's mom. And so like the dictionary papers from that, I'm going to use, I think, a gold doily that I got from Lisa's Scraps, just different things. I'm just kind of layering them, seeing where I want them, and then I will start tacking them down. Okay, so here I am adding in that gold doily, and now it's going to finish up right here just showing how I did my clusters. And now I'm going to go into pictures, because what happened was I had to do it in steps and it was hard to continue to keep videotaping. So I'm showing you this tissue paper, which I got from Wendy. There's the face stamps that I'm going to use them, the Delusion ones, and I love them. They're part of from her new release. And there we go, I'm just showing you the back of them. And I'm gonna get this Days On. It's a little mini pad and it's ganache and it's a really dark brown. So I go ahead and I stamp them on that tissue paper there, and they come out so pretty and crisp. And there's another picture of them. And then I go ahead and just rip them out. I didn't want to cut them out because I didn't want a real clean edge, so I just ripped around them. I got that regular gel matte medium, and I'm going to glue them down on the art journal page right there. So as you can see, my clusters are down now. I did ink around the edges of them. And now I'm getting these magicals, and I'm going to put a little bit in that tray with some water. And I started to color her face, but it kind of came out too dark, so I stopped. And I got that embossing paste and that black sand and mixed them together and just put some touches of them together. And the texture on it is unbelievable. It feels like rocks or sand or something. And I have that stencil that I use black soot out on it, and I stenciled on one side of the page. Now I'm coloring with some Delusions that I have in those water brush pens, and I love the way she came out. She's just so pretty. And so yeah, so there's my finished page. Sorry I couldn't record everything, but I hope you enjoyed watching the process anyways. I'll talk to you guys later.